Hi everyone. So today I'm going to be doing some clearings. This is to continue the day 4. So I hope you enjoy this. It's going to be basic clearings around the neurological levels pyramid and some other things to do with behaviors, habits, and identity, that kind of thing. So first of all, how many of you have been hanging on to an identity that isn't really you, that you've been told was you, that you have been stuck with as you, that you have clung on to and built your whole life based around it being you? And which areas of that identity are now ready to shift? Shift with ease, shift with flow, without leaving a big gaping hole. So everywhere where that is true, can we release it and heal, clear, and transform all those areas? And so it is. And how many of you are within a toxic environment where you know that you're in a toxic environment and you wish to leave that environment, but you don't know what to do? So all of the resistance, all of the fear, all of the excuses, all of the lies that you tell yourself, can we clear those now? Allow you to see the truth, allow you to see with clarity, and allow you to see with logically and detachment, and also for your highest and best. So everywhere where that's true, you like that cleared, please say yes. And everything that is, we're going to release that, heal, clear, and transform. And so it is. And all of the control systems that keep you stuck in your environment, that keep you hostage, that stop you from changing or shifting, or bringing in new joy and new fulfillment within a space that you've already been, that's been tarnished by previous experience. So everything that is, we're going to release it, heal, clear, and transform through all attachments across time, spaces, places, identities and lives, consciousness, articulations, aspects, and dimensions. And so it is. Because sometimes we wind ourselves up, our mind gets involved so much that we actually tell ourselves things that start to become true, which are not actually true. So everywhere where that's actually happening for you, can we release that and help heal, clear, and transform it through all attachments, time, space, places, identities, and lives, consciousness, articulations, aspects, and dimensions. And so it is. So with any of these clearings, you just need to say yes. And you can add bits. So if there's something that doesn't quite ring true, you can add in and how it's best for me, for the highest and best for me. So I tend to add that in mostly, the highest and best for me, but let's put that in. So everywhere where any clearing has actually done you more harm than good in your life, can we allow all of that energy and all of that dismantling to be put back, to be put together again in the highest and best way for you? So everything that is, we heal, clear, and transform that through all attachments across time, spaces, places, identities, and lives, consciousness, articulations, aspects, and dimensions. Because many of you may have actually been doing this kind of work for a while. And it's really important to understand that once we start messing around with our core foundational identities, it's really important to be supported along the way and not necessarily to dismantle everything. So everywhere where you have felt scattered, dismantled, whether it be with healing, or whether it just be within a place where you were gaslit, anywhere where you were gaslit, where you were made to feel crazy, where you were made to feel not good enough, where your values and beliefs were questioned, whether your actual identity were questioned, all that trauma, all of that dismantling, can we actually bring that back together so that it's put back together in the way that is correct for you, in the way that serves you the highest and best, in the way that allows you to have a forward-moving, progression-filled, peaceful, calm, productive, and prosperous and abundant life. Ooh. So heal, clear, we're going to release all of anything that's holding that back, heal, clear, and transform it through attachments across time, space, places, identities, our lives, consciousness, articulations, aspects, and dimensions. And so it is. So this statement that I'm using, this is my own statement. This was put together when I did a deep meditation one time, and I worked with the vortex of energy, the pillar of energy that rises through the central identity system of the body, and then goes out like a cosmic blast across into all different places. So it does cause some, it is a spinning energy. So you'll maybe feel a little bit lightheaded when I repeat that, because what it's doing is it's going and sweeping very fast into all the areas, all the aspects, all of the little roots of the belief systems where any of this could be true and is causing harm. So we're not clean sweeping everything. It's very important to notice that we don't clean sweep across the board. What we do is we release, dissolve, disillusion, reverse, transform, all of those beautiful words. We're doing all of that when we heal, clear, and transform with that statement. Okay. So very, very basic statement. All the beliefs that do not serve you on your path to your purpose direction, all of the beliefs that have been transformed into values that are holding you back, values that are actually keeping you from your purpose direction. Can we release all of those? Now, everywhere where you are holding on to any of these in order to learn a lesson, in order to keep a memory, to keep score, almost where they're attached to other learnings, can we allow the learnings to remain, the memories even to remain, but all the emotion and belief systems that don't serve you attached to those, can we release those? So everything that's not allowing that, can we heal, clear, and transform it through all attachments across time, spaces, places, identities, and lives, consciousness, articulations, aspects, and dimensions. And so it is. And all of these clearings are going very, very precisely and very laser focused into those areas. So although it's a clean sweep, it's a very precise and laser focused clean sweep. And as the statement completes, it goes layer by layer by layer. And then also it repairs and heals. That's why it's clear, healing and transforming. So you're not left with any gaps. So everywhere where you have learnt to feel whole through a behavior, through a skill, through a belief, through a value, through an identity that actually isn't yours, can we release that while keeping your true essence of identity, your true being, your true you knowing whole and complete? So everywhere where there is any resistance to that, can we help heal, clear, and transform that through all attachments across time, spaces, places, identities, and lives, consciousness, articulations, aspects, and dimensions, and so it is. Okay, good. So I'm going to go back now and I'm going to do a bit of clearing on the previous day, which was day 3. So we did a couple of clearings there, but I also would like to do some clearings around what we talked about profiles. So everywhere where you're allowing your profile to dictate what you can and can't do, where you're, again, using that blueprint as a license to stay small, to keep yourself small, can we release all of those excuses? And I say excuses in the highest and best way. We all have them in our head. And help heal, clear, and transform everywhere where you've been holding true to that, through all attachments, through across time, spaces, places, identities, and lives, consciousness, articulations, aspects, and dimensions, and so it is. And all of the information that you've taken in, can we release most of that isn't true for you? Everywhere where you've been holding on to maybe psychic readings, maybe tarot readings, any of those things that have actually gone in and led your direction in a path that no longer serves you, and you've created any kind of life around that doesn't give you joy, that doesn't give you fulfillment, and is leading you towards an area that isn't your purpose and direction, your direction purpose. Can we release all of that? Release all of those extra words, all of the unsolicited guidance, all of the unsolicited advice that you've actually taken on because you have assumed that the person giving it is greater than you. And clear all that out. And for you to know what is true for you, and for you to, so for you to know what's true for you, I'm just going back to that. We're going to help heal, clear, and transform that through all attachments across time, spaces, places, identities, and lives, consciousness, articulations, aspects, and dimensions, and so it is. And then going back to what is true for you, what you've decided is true for you. Can we allow you to have a greater understanding of that, to understand where you have actually created a you that you like, and be okay with that, and allow yourself to take that you that you've created that you like and make it bigger, and allow it to think bigger, allow it to dream bigger, and allow those two parallels of your creation and the identity that you truly be to merge, to become the evolution of the true you. So everywhere where that is in question, we heal, clear, and transform it through all attachments across time, space, place, identities, and lives, consciousness, articulations, aspects, and dimensions, and so it is. Like a clean sweep here. And can we show you how you can detach all of these things without being unhinged, without going into a void, while being continuously productive, and that you can create your life? If you have a business, create your business, work through your job with fulfillment, peace, joy, purpose, and calm, and to have that patience and dedication of growth, change, and evolution. So everything that is, we heal, clear, and transform that through all attachments across time, spaces, places, identities, and lives, consciousness, articulations, aspects, and dimensions. And so it is. Okay, I'm just seeing if there's anything else in there. Everything that's hidden from you that is ready to be released now. Everything that you are not aware of on a conscious level that's sitting in your subconscious, sabotaging your efforts. Can we allow those to dissipate, heal, clear, and transform those through all attachments across time, spaces, places, identities, and lives, consciousness, articulations, aspects, and dimensions, and so it is. And everything that was created, we talked about this in day one, the imprinting from 0 to 2, 0 to 3. So everything that's been brought in that is holding you back, that's not allowing you to achieve your fullest potential, that was created in those formative years of 0 to 2, where you watched other people around you, your parents and relatives and others, and created patterns of behavior, of rightness or wrongness about things, the right thing to do, the right way to be, all of the cultural norms that have been embedded in that actually now are holding you back. We release all of those, even though they're not verbalized, even though they're not in words, even though there may just be almost like a hint that's interwoven into that earliest embedding, imprinting of your life. So everything that is, we're going to release that and heal, clear, and transform it through all attachments across time, spaces, places, identities, and lives, consciousness, articulations, aspects, and dimensions. And so it is. Okay. I think that's good for now. So once again, as I always say to you, replay these on a loop. They will go in further. You don't need to understand every single part of it, because remember, we're working into the subconscious. So some of these will come through quite consciously. We'll be like, that belief, yeah, okay, yeah, I see that. But there will be other things that are quite subtle that you've been operating. It's like your operating program, and you've been being that way, but you haven't noticed that. It's just a way that you are being that you haven't noticed. It's actually holding you back from moving on to your next step. So that's what the clearings do. They go layer by layer, and they go deeper and deeper the more you replay them. Often I will listen to them the first time through. This is myself. I tend to listen to a clearing first time through aloud, just to see if there's any kind, and I'm not checking it. This is my own personal process. I don't check it for whether there's something good or bad in there. What I'm checking for is there anything that comes to my mind consciously that I can work on a conscious level through other modes, that it's like, oh yes, that. And then I just run it on a loop and allow it to go into the subconscious and get all those pieces that I don't know about. It's like if you break a glass, I don't know if you've ever done this, it shatters across the floor. You pick up the big pieces of glass, you maybe pick up the smaller piece of glass, but you always vacuum the whole area in case there are invisible shards that can embed themselves into the feet of the family or whoever, but they're not visible. So this is what we're doing with this. This is kind of like the first time I listen, I'm picking up the big pieces of glass and shoving them out. Maybe the second time, the slightly smaller pieces of glass with a cloth. And then the looping over and over and over again is that vacuuming to get rid of everything that's not visible. So the more you listen, the deeper it goes. Enjoy yourselves, and I will see you on Monday. Now I'm going to repeat this at the beginning because I'm going to do a live. I will repeat this. I will continue now on Monday with our bonus day 5, and thank you very much. Bye.